and it is absolutely beautiful here, isn't it? It could be August.
Speak for yourself, sir. No, it's a wonderful afternoon here. Beautiful clear skies ahead of us, wonderful view, two very good footballing sides in front of us, who's probably a hair's breadth between them so far this season, and it's going to be a very interesting tactical battle this afternoon. Lots of different connections between the two sides, be it of ex-Colchester like or ex-Stones like. There's quite a bit of history between these sides. A predominantly good one, Darren, for Maidstone until January, of course.
Absolutely. We've played them 13 times. We've lost 2, we've drawn 2, and we've won the rest. But the 2 losses were the very first game back in Christmas holiday of 1989, and the last one that we played here in January. It's been Stones all the way ever since.
Free up Cipriano with a bit of space, and Brown to do a bit more defending that he is very good at.
Yeah, indeed. It looks as if Bone is lining up in the midfield position he played against Winchester, and with Brown at centre-back and Cipriano on the right. Just as Cipriano, Torquay player, slips on the water pitch. Cipriano has a shot, hits the Torquay player, and not being able to be gathered by the goalkeeper, it's the Maidstone corner from the other side.
For Winchester, of course, last weekend,
yes,
for that second goal, but certainly Cipriano, a man who's good for an assist.
As it comes in from Corn, it doesn't beat the first man. Out to Aaron Seaber. Aaron Seaber gets it, but Torquay attack, poor first touch, and Cipriano manages to get it forward to Bone on the right. Sam Bone gets a cross in low, again cleared, and Torquay come out, and again loses. Torquay left, I think it's Moxie, loses out to Cipriano. Back to Brown. Brown inside to Corn in the midfield, just inside the Torquay half. Gets it out right to Bone, who's still there. Bone gets a brilliant cross in, and that is taken by Halstead. 2 Maidstone players in attention should he drop it.
Possibly not that much whip on it, but then you can't really tell with the wall stopping it dead in its tracks. You don't know how much pace was on it. Certainly the wall has got straight up, so it wasn't too damaging.
Greenwich towards Aaron Sibia, but it's 1. Fortunately, McGavin turns his man to Bone. Bone to Petrasso, out to Sam Corn. Corn hits it, overhits it, but Aaron Seabeard gathers before it goes out, gets it back. Cipriano, he's got Brown outside him, gets it in towards Bone. Bone fortunately manages to get the ball under attention, inside from Corn. Chested down by Amanci to Corn, Corn to Petrasso. Petrasso's onside, gets the ball across, and that's another corner. I thought that was just turned into his own net by the Torquay player.
With how deadly silent it was around us, Darren, I think everybody around us thought that as well, to be fair.
Yes, absolutely, and doing a good job so far. It's 0-0. We've had nearly 29 minutes as Solwanjal Smith chases down Ross Marshall. He's left, and that's a penalty. Ross Marshall left the ball. Solwanjal Smith went past him, and he's off. Ross Marshall has been sent off.
He is the last man.
Yep. So,
well, I've got to say, I am in slight agreement with a lot of the players, a lot of the fans around us in this main stand. It was a little soft. There wasn't the biggest of touches, but when the throw-in was that poor to be played back towards your goal, and you've only got one defender there on that left-hand side of the pitch to do that, to then get even just an arm across, and it was an arm across on the left-hand side of Solwanjal Smith, and he has gone down. Sol is solid enough to admit, and as soon as that penalty was won, he pointed straight away to Levi to let him take it, and this is for Levi Amanci to be double figures in all comps for the season.
And it's Amanci. He's still got to score it. He's running up from the left, runs up, and he's saved. Saved by Halstead, gets across, and cleared by Torquay. So Torquay down to 10 men, but it's still 0-0.
So Blush is saved for Amanci. He's had a couple of chances. You know, he's one of those who does need a few sometimes, and just hoping from a Maidstone point of view, the next one is the killer one that gives them the lead.
Well, offside flag, but Maidstone come forward, so puts it down. And yeah, the other thing to say there, I think it was Moxie. I could be wrong. Yeah, it was Moxie. A great interception there, because that was going in the back of the net. Wouldn't have counted.
A lot on that right-hand side this afternoon, Darren. But it's experience like that really does show his experience and his class on the side.
Cipriano loses out in the centre of the field, but Maidstone come forward. Here's Petrasso on the right. He's got a Manchi ahead of him on the right, but now finds him into the box, streaks in across the edge of the 6-yard box, and that's another great piece of defending, because the Maidstone player just had the goal gaping. Defender gets across, and Sol Wanjao Smith, all he can do is just slip it wide.
You do wonder about Manchi's angle that he had there though, Darren, and he could have right-footed, just tucked that in at the near post. Very much long-distance relationship by the look of it, to try and counter one another.
Quite a wide pitch, well, not won by a Manchi, and Torquay come forward. And this is Stobbs crossing the halfway line in the right, and he finds Jarvis on the corner of the box. Jarvis hits the ball, saved by Kovalan, and Brown will clear, hopefully.
Seemingly a lot deeper, and Amanchi is adjudged to have gone early from Aaron Sibia's ball there, but really good chance to get him behind again there for Maidstone on this left-hand side this time.
Headed on by Amanchi towards Wanjao Smith, but it's won by Olin Tomlinson, back to his keeper, and keeper is going to clear, and Sol Wanjao Smith gets in front of him, and he hits it against Sol Wanjao Smith. The ball's in play, so there's nothing wrong with that. Usually it's him taking it inside to McGavin, back to Donnellan. Sean Donnellan just plays the ball to McGavin running outside him, gets a left-footed cross in, and that is headed wide. First chance to Torquay, and it's probably the best one of the game.
It's a header back across goal, the cross on the right-hand side. They're shooting to the left as we look at it, right as you see it on the cameras, and it's switched sides, and Jarvis at the back stick gets all over Brown.
Towards Jarvis. Brown will get there first. And it's a long clearance, done well there. Headed on by Moxie, but only as far as Bone in the middle of the park. Bone brings the ball down into space, tries to find Aaron Sebia. Aaron Sebia in advanced position, gets onto the corner, shoots, and that is well wide. And that has taken a deflection, albeit a corner. Didn't see that.
You didn't see that end. I was staring at the other end to make sure that Rafe Brown had come back through the gates, because he'd been popped over it there.
Put it out for a throw. Sorry, a Manchi. My apologies. And it's Aaron Sebia that takes this throw, trying to do two things at once. Anyway, Bone out towards Rafe Brown. Brown has got Cipriano in front of him. Still got Cipriano now in space. Cipriano gets it onto his left foot, gets the cross in nearly over everybody. Levi Amanchi standing there, and it's Sam Bone who hits it out the ground.
Well, I say he's never had a clean shot in his life for Maidstone, and that one was clean, but a deflection might have helped save his blushes there, because I think there were a few headline writers that he was trying to impress with that one.
Jarvis gets it past Fowler, but too far past Fowler. Kovalan sweeps up towards Amanchi. Amanchi half wins the header. But Torquay come forward with the ball. Sam Bone wins it. All very frantic there, all very much to Torquay's advantage. Rafe Brown comes forward. He's got Amanchi outside him. He's got Wanjao Smith, injured Wanjao Smith, gets the ball to Petrasso, to Amanchi. Amanchi hits it, and it's taken by Halstead following a deflection, because that would have been a corner had that gone out, but it was going wide.
Or not, it's just again Moxie just slowing things up for Torquay. I know they want to speed it up as well, not trying to sound like Bucks Fizz, but certainly trying to slow things down when the restarts and the throw-ins come in. Bit of head tennis there.
And that's a lovely back ball by Collins. Torquay come forward. That's headed across the 6-yard box, and that's headed over. That is another really great chance. That's two really good chances they've had second half.
Lapsley just keeps coming in at that back stick to try and get a header.
He was on his own.
And a definite free kick. Yellow card, potentially harsh, but I think the proximity to the box is the issue.
Right, Cipriano. Long one forward towards the back stick. Falls to Bone on that. Bone's goal! Falls to Bone on the edge of the penalty area. Hits the left foot and it touches no one, despite what you've been saying all game. And that goes into the back of the net. We've had 69 minutes and it is Torquay United 0, Maidstone United 1.
It is, and Maidstone finally make the breakthrough this afternoon. And it's a set play that Cipriano receives short, and he chips the ball into the box, and it's headed down by Manchi, I think, and he's managed to get it down, knocked down for Bone.
Maidstone dominated the first half. Torquay have been a little bit in the ascendancy, but they're 1-0 down, and comes across over everybody, and that will just slow up, so won't go out for a throw-in.
Fantastic work from Amanci. It's 2-on-1 Maidstone. Come on.
Yeah, and Razak slips over and doesn't manage to find Gabodi, but fortunately Cipriano picks up. Fortunate plays a 1-2, and that's over by Aaron Sebia, just stretching and puts the ball over the stand.
So many chances for Maidstone within that one chance there. It was Razak Coleman de Graaf just come on this near side, slipped, the whole crowd went wahey.
And it will be corner again. And again, that's towards the far post, headed straight up in the air unfortunately, and that's won easily by, or picked out the air easily by Halstead. Halstead runs into Gavin Hoyt, but Gavin Hoyt wasn't looking at him, so the shouts you hear, no way. And Halstead kept the ball. Lovely tackle by Amanci, but the ball falls to Torquay again, and it's Collins on the left-hand side. It's a long ball forward towards Fowler. Fowler finds, he missed again. Fowler headed that, and that fell straight into the path of Brad Ash with the goal gaping.
It was a Fowler flick on, split that defence of that ball. Fowler's flicked it on, no offside, even if Brad Ash was ahead of the last man, and that has managed to fire straight over the bar.
I said when the Stones had one from a similar range, it was a good position. It's on the other side, but 1-2 players get in and over by Stobbs.
From a Maidstone point of view, that could not have happened at a better time. There's a few of the locals looking to beat the traffic.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
wonder how long it's going to take. He said he's just pointed to them at the bench for Torquay, saying the stuff in the far corner, he's added all that on.
Yeah, well that's it, and that's an extra minute. And the hot take begins.
The hot take begins because Maidstone United have won here at Torquay. It was a very good performance from Maidstone from minute 1 to minute 98 this afternoon, and they have thoroughly deserved that.